Now, what could possibly drive anyone to wrap their beautiful reef tank up like this for days? Could it be this? Or this? Or this? Or even these? This happens when you have dinos. Yep, that was me. And yes, I've been battling a small outbreak of dinoflagellates, or dinos as they're commonly referred to as in the hobby. I'm making this video on a Monday following a weekend where I kept the tank completely wrapped with no lights at all during the entire period. I started by completely wrapping the tank last Thursday night and turning the intensity of the lights down to 0%. I then added one dose of 30 milliliters of Dino X by Fauna Marin, basically just to empty the bottle. The normal dose would have been 25 milliliters every other day until the dinos were gone, but I intended to do things a little differently this time. With the exception of that first night when I used the Dino X, I would dose about 40 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide each day while the tank was blacked out to help get rid of them. While this was happening, I maintained the use of a UV sterilizer that's plumbed in with my return line in an effort to kill off any dinos that became waterborne during the darkness. I really wish I had filmed some before footage so that you could see the difference after the blackout, but sometimes with me, to be honest, motivation is an additive that is in short supply, and I just didn't end up doing it. But from the after video that you're seeing, I definitely can say that the 3 days of darkness did yield positive results. Now I've started illuminating the tank again, but I'm slowly ramping the lights back up to their normal level over several days. On this first day, I started the blues and whites at 1% each, then bumped the blues up to 10% a few hours later, and ended the day with the blues at 20%. By the end of the week, I should have all light levels back up to normal. Fortunately though, during the blackout, I didn't lose any corals, although there are a couple that aren't looking all that great right now. But to be honest, they were a little borderline even before the lights went out. But like a lot of other things, time will show whether or not I was successful in my attempt to eradicate this pest that has caused many hobbyists to either completely restart their tank, or in the case of some, just to give up and get out of the hobby altogether. Now moving forward, I know that I'm going to need to keep a very close eye on nutrient levels in the tank, making sure to not let the nitrate and phosphate levels get out of balance, which includes having either or both completely bottom out, which has been a fight for me, in particular with my nitrate levels, to keep them from bottoming out. You know, in a very profound way, this makes me really appreciate how effortlessly our oceans are able to keep all of these things in balance and prevent these types of outbreaks from occurring on any major scale, while we, with our little glass boxes of water, continue to struggle to come close to duplicating it. But such is the challenge of this hobby, I guess. Well, as always, if you stuck with me this far, I do thank you. And if this is your first, second, third, or more time watching one of my videos, I ask that you please consider hitting the subscribe button and leaving a comment. It would really go a long way with helping the channel to grow and to get noticed within the YouTube landscape. My name is Ed. Thanks for watching, and take care.